Hello everyone, welcome to ixamBee. Today we have with us Jasleen Kaur and she has cracked SEBI Grade A Law Officer exam. Welcome Jasleen to the ixamBee platform and many congratulations for clearing the exam. You are soon going to join as SEBI Grade A Law Officer. Very hearty congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
I'll just start with a brief introduction about Jasleen. She finished her law from Army College of Law. She pursued BA LLB and completed in 2018. And then she has been working as a as an associate, as a legal associate in various organizations. And then this year in 2020 SEBI Law Officer exam, she was able to crack it, and now she's soon going to join. So I'll ask you, Jasleen, how were you able to think about this exam? What sources you used? So how you came to know about this exam?
Very frankly, my dad sent me a picture of the notification from the newspaper that he was reading. And while I was in college, I had appeared for the securities law moot, and I was slightly interested there. So he knew, so he sent me a picture of that notification, and I thought I should fill the application.
Okay. And after filling the application, what all sources, what strategy you opted for, what all sources you chose to study? Many have the confusion. There are so many sources in the market, what to study, what not to study. Can you guide the aspirants a little bit on that?
Yes. So starting with phase one, I think the first 1 month I wanted to make sure that I study enough to at least crack phase one. And then after that only I started my phase two preparation. So the first 1.5 months, I was referring to for logical reasoning and quant, I mainly refer to ixamBee videos. Then English and general affairs, I did not spend that much time on because it was going to be it was a qualification criteria for the phase one exam. So apart from ixamBee, I also refer to these YouTube videos. There's a YouTube channel called Feel Free to Learn. So one of the teachers, he uploads his videos on all topics. So these were the two main sources I referred to. And other than that, even for English, I referred mainly to ixamBee videos.
Okay. So here many aspirants have confusion regarding which newspaper to follow and current affairs, which is a vast area where which to cover from, and how many months current affairs to study. Can you guide a little bit on that?
Yes. So, on very honestly, I was also working side by side, so I had to really make sure that I give my 2 hours of time that I had for, out of my entire day very carefully and strategically. I knew that if I had to study and make current affairs my scoring area, I would have to study at least 4 to 5 months of current affairs very well. And because current affairs is a very vast subject, I did not focus on it too much. But I used to read the Wikipedia weekly updates that ixamBee used to give, and I think that's basically about it. And I relied heavily on YouTube videos also.
Okay. So that means BPDA was enough for you to crack the cutoff. There is, first of all, let me tell you, all the whoever is watching, that in prelims there are two papers, phase one and phase two. And in phase one, the minimum criteria is 30%. That means you need to score only 30 marks out of 100, and for legal 40 marks out of 100, and the total is about 80 marks. So you need to manage 10 marks extra. So that is what she meant to imply by that when she was saying that current affairs, it's better to focus from a small and crisp area. And that is why she relied on PDFs and YouTube videos for that. Now, coming to legal aspect, so I want to ask you that since there is law in prelims as well as in phase one and phase two both, so how did you move about it?
So I think from the very start, at least for the legal paper, I knew I would be studying for the phase two syllabus itself. Because the phase two syllabus was slightly vast, and there were extra subjects in there. How I approached it was I used to pick up the subject with maximum weightage and go in that order, descending order. So I'd pick up securities law first, and then I'd pick up company law, which together phase two made some 40% of the total paper.
Correct.
And luckily for me, because I've been practicing for 3 years as a corporate lawyer, the company law and securities law, at least the terms I was familiar with. So it was easier for me to keep reading and rereading it. And I think that's the order that I picked up, starting from SEBI and then company law, then moving to constitutional, because that was, I think, 10%, 10 odd percent, and went in that order eventually.
Okay, that's great. And how were you able to practice? So reading should be blended with practice. So what all did you do for that? You appeared for some tests, or were you from where could you revise your work?
So as far as general revision was concerned, I think after cracking the first uh, phase law paper, I figured that if there were 7 tricky questions which everybody was super confused about in this phase, that all of the second phase questions are going to be in the same manner. So I had to sort of re-strategize and stop relying on notes and other things, and I mainly focused only on whereas, which I would pick up and read and highlight with 7 different colors over the course of the vision. And so far as practicing is concerned, I would refer to the ixamBee MCQs that were there. I also had another organization's membership law seeker, which had a course, so they also had some MCQs. Then I also picked up the judiciary preliminary book, which is a consolidated book of just MCQs. So these are the main sources I refer to. But I think if one is able to solely focus on the whereas, simply just on the whereas, that would be more than enough.
Yes, a little bit better. A thorough reading of barracks was required according to the exam pattern. And one more thing is more or like conceptual clarity, because the best technique to solve what appeared in these exams was elimination method rather than remembering what could be the answer. The better method was what could not be the answer, and that comes from conceptual clarity,
Correct.
right?
And just to add to what you're saying, the problem is that you cannot learn by heart all of the whereas, which
Right.
is where also conceptual clarity comes in, because that's what will help you remember the important points that you need to remember.
Exactly. And what about interview? How you went on with preparing
So
for the interview?
interview, I at the interview stage, I realized I needed to work a lot on my general knowledge and specifically about the SEBI knowledge, or realizing that in phase one, because I did not pay so much attention to it, that's somewhere where I was lacking. So I started reading 2 newspapers. I started reading Business Standard and Mint,
Okay.
and I would make daily notes from those newspapers and go over them before at the end of the week or 2 weeks. And apart from these, I had to focus on legal issues. So I would go on the SEBI website, and there's a specific section for SAT orders and Supreme Court orders. There's also a specific chapter on the uh, significant cases and the judgments that have been passed by the courts in the annual report of SEBI, which I think was told to me in the exam, the interview itself, mock interview. But so I refer to these sources, and this is where I had to brush up my legal knowledge. And
Okay.
in the interview also, I realized that it wasn't solely on general generic GK about securities market, also like how the general interviews were taking place. But the legal interviews specifically, in these interviews specifically, they focused on legal knowledge and questions from mainly I think from the company and securities law. But caveating that, that could also be because my background is corporate law.
Corporate law. Right. So, and how was the actual interview? How was the panel?
The panel was very friendly, and I there were 4 people in total. 3 were present in person, and one was there through VC. And in the interview, there were 2 sets of questions. Like I think in any other interview, the first one about tell us about yourself. Why do you want to join SEBI? And then second set of questions being technical questions about why do you think is there a provision for an open offer present in the securities law, or I do think the corporate governance provisions are enough that SEBI has brought into the picture,
Okay.
and very conceptual questions about corporate and securities law.
Okay. So, anything else you want to guide the aspirants with? Any confusions which you encountered, and you think you can convey them to the aspirants?
2 things. The first one being I was one of the working aspirants, and very honestly, I did not, with the kind of working hours that corporate lawyers have, we actually don't have a set of specific working hours. So it could
Right.
start at 9 a.m. in the morning and end at 3 a.m. at night. But I used to watch videos of other aspirants who were working and who cleared the exam, and motivate myself like that. So I think that's something that you should not, you should make sure that that does not come in your way. That's not a hindrance. And 1 hour, 2 hours, all your weekends, but eventually you can, this is something you can do. And second thing for the law aspirants is that they should keep in mind is that directs are the key. That's that's what
Okay.
they need to revise and re-revise and keep revising again and again.
Correct. So, Jasleen, I'll again thank you and congratulate you for your achievement from the entire ixamBee platform. Many, many congratulations and wish you all the best for your career.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasleen.
Thank you.